Right behind me, there are more than 800 dogs on this property, and every single one of them has a story. Some were hit by cars, some were abandoned in the street, or left to die. And some of them can't even walk at all. This is TMTRD. This place is called The Man That Rescues Dogs. So I'm currently in Chonburi in Thailand, which is around an hour and a half's drive from Bangkok. And this place has some incredible stories. And some of the most extraordinary things happen right here in Thailand. After a 90-minute journey from Bangkok, I arrived at the compound at 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and I was told to be at the wheelchair mafia pen by 1:45. Okay, so twice a day, early in the morning and the afternoon, the staff come in here and they do something I was genuinely not ready for. On the compound, there's 40 dogs who cannot use their back legs. Most were hit by cars or motorbikes on Thai roads. Some have spinal damage from dog attacks, and without this place, every single one of them would have no chance on the street. So each dog gets lifted individually into their own custom-built wheelchair, fitted to their size, built for them specifically, and then the gates open. These are the dogs that were dragging themselves along the ground when they first arrived here, and now they're racing each other down the path, cutting corners, trying to run you over. And some of them have been here long enough that they've even figured out the speed bumps. Yes, TMTRD had to install speed bumps, not for the cars, for the dogs with wheelchairs. And I'm going to be honest, I thought I was prepared for this. I've seen a lot of things while traveling around Thailand, but this is nothing that can prepare you for seeing what you're about to see. There's something about watching a dog in a wheelchair flying around that hits really, really deep. Now, it doesn't stop at the walks. The dogs here do hydrotherapy, swimming sessions, where the wheelchairs come off and they move through the water in ways their body can't manage on land. The team here treats their rehabilitation the same way a human physio would. Now, the heavens were opening up and it was starting to rain here, so that wrapped us up before 2:30 p.m. and then I went straight to find the man who built all of this. Michael.
Yeah.
How did it turn into all this?
This is Michael. From Sweden, he moved to Thailand, opened a restaurant, and has a background in being a chef. He even featured on Iron Chef Thailand. And in 2011, a sick dog showed up at his back door. He fed her, she came back the next day at 5 p.m, and the day after, and the one after that. He gained her trust, took her to the vet and got her healthy, and then he started noticing more dogs on his route to and from the restaurant. So he started feeding those too, then more, and before long, he had a feeding route. Then in 2017, the local place offered him their shelter.
So in 2011, I had a restaurant down in Rayong. And it was an open air restaurant, and a dog showed up behind the restaurant and was bad shape. I fed her every day about 5 p.m. and she came back same time every day, and after 5 days I gained her trust and I took her to a clinic. I healed her up. And then I started to notice the dogs, because I've been living here since 2002. And when I moved here, I saw the dogs, but I didn't really care about them. It was just like a part of the society. But then in 2011, that changed. And after that first rescue, I started to see more dogs that needed help. And of course, I had my restaurant also at the same time. So it's 1 dog, 5 dogs, 10 dogs, and then I started to feed the dogs on the streets. Until today, we still have the same feeding round as I did 14 years ago.
Wow.
2017, I took over the local dog pound from the municipality. It wasn't really that good. It was like 100 dogs in 150 square meters. So it's kind of crowded.
Very crowded.
Skinny also. I took over that and here we are.
Wow. So that's 24 years since you've been living in Thailand?
I've been living here 24 years, yeah.
And who's this?
Huh?
Who's this?
Jazzy.
Jazzy?
Yeah.
How old is Jazzy?
Never ask a lady about her age. I have no idea. But I guess she's... How old are you? Like maybe 7?
So there's over 800 dogs.
850, yeah.
850 dogs. Wow. And where are these dogs found? Most of them.
When we took over, there were about, as I said, 100 dogs here, and we had a foster home, I call it, down in Bang Sen. It's a gated community in the Moban. Of course, we got evicted because we had about 50 dogs there. I think we had almost 70 dogs at the most. So we have them here also. So about 200 dogs from start, and then we see dogs on our feeding ground, and people contacted us and so on, and now we're up to 850.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how much does it cost to run this place every day?
Per day, it's about 60,000 baht.
So in a month, that's
About 2 million baht.
2 million baht.
Yeah.
So where does most of that money come from?
Donations from around
Yeah.
the world, yeah.
So you rely mostly on donations?
Yeah, I would say 95%. We have some CSR project by companies come and donate things or money. But yeah, most of it comes from donations around the world.
Has there ever been a time where you thought about giving up?
No, actually not. No, never. I'm not that kind of person to give up. Well, sometimes you do, but I'm stubborn. Really, really determined also.
Yeah, I can see with this whole place.
Yeah.
Really incredible to see.
Hey.
And for those watching this video, how can they help?
Well, you can go to our website, TMTRD.org, and we have a donation page there so they can donate. They can also help us follow our social media, like Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, TikTok, Threads, and start to follow us and share our posts. That helps a lot. They can also come and volunteer with us. They can sponsor a dog.
Wow.
We have 3 different packages, and so they get updates every 3 months or 2 months or every month. That's an option. You get pictures like of Jassy here,
Yeah.
and Chris will send an update on how she's doing and some pictures. So that's the options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% of the donations goes to helping the dogs.
Yes.
In terms of like, what is it? Food?
Food, staff, medication, transportation, some governmental fees also, because we, government in Thailand,
Yeah.
But it's 100%, yeah.
And I heard that Mr. Beast did a video here.
Yeah, Mr. Beast Philanthropy, little side project, which is not that little anymore. Yeah, they came here about over 2 years ago. I think maybe 2.5 years already. Oh, time flies. Yeah, and they surprised us a lot. We got asked, what do you need? And I gave them 3 different options. They told me they were going to go for the expansion. And the
Right.
expansion at that time was kind of small. I was like, okay, that's nice. I was thinking maybe a car. At the end of the week, we have 5 days, Darren, the CEO of Beast Philanthropy, called me into the office and we started to talk a bit. And then he said, let us go down to the minivan again. I wanted to show the car again, because that's a rat-infested minivan we had. And he said, can you open the door here? I said, okay, again. Yeah, and I opened the door, and it was an anesthetic gas machine there for the clinic. And then a pickup truck drove up with the red plates. That means it's a new car in Thailand. And Chris stepped out of the car with the director, and Darren said, what are you doing in Michael's car? I'm like, what?
No way.
We got the pickup truck, and then I wanted to have an ambulance also. But they gave us an ambulance on the keychain, a small toy.
Oh yeah.
I said, we didn't get the ambulance, but we got this one. He said, no, you're going to get the ambulance also.
Wow.
So that was so good. That was amazing.
So Chris, tell me a little bit about your story. How did you end up here?
So I volunteered here in the end of 2018 and into the beginning of 2019, and ended up staying for the better part of about 4 months. When it was time for me to leave, Michael at that time hadn't taken a day off in like 6 years or something. And he was like, listen, would you like to come back and work? And I said, oh, absolutely. So I went home, I had to tie up some loose ends, and I came back 8 months later in January 2020.
So you've been here
since.
6 years.
6 years, 6.5.
From
From New Jersey.
New Jersey. Wow, big difference going from New Jersey to Chonburi in Thailand.
Yeah. I never would have imagined that I'd be living in Thailand doing this.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're here pretty much every day?
Yeah, I work 10 days on, 4 days off, and I love it here.
What's the best thing about being here?
The best thing about being here is, like, I think most of us are like dog people, you know?
Yeah.
And so you get to scratch that itch.
Yeah.
You know, we're more comfortable around dogs than people.
You've got dogs yourself?
Yeah, I have 5.
Okay.
I have 5. I came here with 1.
Wait.
But yeah,
What did you just say?
I have 5. You know.
No, it's on. Got it on tape. Yeah.
Yeah, here's one of mine now.
Ah.
Hey, buddy. My son.
Who is this?
This is Drum.
Jerome. Hello.
We rescued Drum 5 years ago. He was hit by a car. He had to have his front left leg amputated.
It looks so sweet.
He's a good boy.
So that's one of the 5.
That's one of the 5.
So
That's
these dogs, this is walk time now.
This gang walks at 7 in the morning, and then they do one at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So this is actually the last walk of the day.
And who's this one?
So this is Gracie, and I brought her with me from New Jersey when I moved here to work.
Was that a difficult process?
There's definitely some things you got to do. You know, it costs probably about $1,000, and you got to apply for import permits and stuff like that. But it's definitely not impossible. I was able to do it, so.
This is the part of the day I think I will remember the longest, because we were just walking alongside these dogs. You start to notice things, how each one has a personality, how some stay right at your heels the whole time and others race ahead and then double back and check on you, lean against your leg just for a second before moving on. These are not broken animals, they're just dogs that happen to end up here. One of the things Michael told me that stuck with me, he said that dogs love them because they respect them. They don't force them to socialize if they don't want to, they let them find their own place back in the pack. And you can feel the warmth when you're walking alongside them. These dogs are not afraid of people. They've been shown that people can be safe.
And next up, let me show you the scale of what Michael has built here in the last couple of years, because it's really amazing to see.
After the walk, Michael's team took me on a full tour of the facility. And I want to show you this because I think people hear dog rescue in Thailand and they picture something small, something scrappy. This is not that. TMTRD has a fully equipped veterinary clinic on site, 2 exam rooms, a blood lab, and vets on hand.
All right, so where are we now?
So this is our clinic. We have 2 full-time vets, 1 part-time vet. We have a vet assistant. Right now we have a few interns here. And we have a surgery room. We can do x-rays, ultrasound. We can do blood tests.
Wow.
Everything done on site. Once we had about 150 dogs, we were spending about 50,000 baht per month at an outside clinic. You can hire a vet for less than that. So it just made sense to hire a vet and to cut costs, save costs. Vets can order medication. And so it's a fully equipped clinic.
And how long has this been here?
This has been here since 2019.
Yeah.
Been here for 7 years, the clinic.
Okay.
It started with just one little square room, actually the surgery room right here. It was the original clinic, and then everything else was built around it.
Wow. So what happened here to this one?
So this is Artemis, and we rescued her like 5 years ago. There was a wire someone tied a wire around her neck and it nearly decapitated her. And she's been with us the whole time, and she's down in one of the shelters near the entrance, and she got in a fight and got bit in the eye.
Wow.
So that's another good thing about having a vets on staff and a clinic on site.
Yeah.
You know?
Much needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back here we have 2 exam rooms, and we have our X-ray and imaging room, and we have our, we can do blood testing, everything right here.
You've got everything on site that needs to be doing that can be done here.
Everything on site. Sometimes we do use outside clinics when specialists are required, but we can do a bulk of everything right here.
Who is this one?
You know, we have a few fat dogs, but we'd rather have a few fat dogs than a bunch of skinny
Oh
dogs.
yeah, definitely. How many times do they eat a day and walk?
They eat twice a day. We feed them twice a day. They go on 1 to 2 walks per day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is our admit room. So these are all dogs that are being treated currently. This dog right here, Strawberry, has cancer.
Strawberry. How old is Strawberry?
She's from our feeding route. We've been feeding her for, I would say, 6 or 7 years. I remember when she was a puppy, so she's probably about 7 years old.
And all the dogs here are a mix of ages.
Yeah, we have puppies and we have some probably 13, 14-year-old dogs.
And what's going on in this room?
So this is more admitted dogs. Over here is a new case. His name's Warehouse. He was hit by a car and paralyzed. He had these really badly infected wounds that were full of maggots. His caretaker, this lady on the street, wanted to get him help, but she just didn't have the means, and she didn't know that there were places like us. So a friend of hers put her in contact, and we accepted the case. And she comes and visits him, and when she comes in, he lights up.
I bet.
It is so sweet. But he's a really sweet dog. And all of these dogs in here have a story like his.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's really heartwarming to see. This one's a chubby one.
Yeah, we have a
Curvy.
Sorry, not chubby.
Curvy. Oh, curvy. Yeah, very curvy.
And they also offer free spray and neuter to any pet owner in the community, not just their own dogs, anyone's dogs, because the logic is simple. A vaccinated, sterilized dog in the neighborhood is better than a litter of puppies abandoned on the street 6 months from now.
So every month we use 6,000 kilos of rice, 8,000 kilos of dry dog food, and 1,000 kilos of boiled meat. We change the meat so the dogs don't get bored because Michael was a chef. It's important to have some variety. So now we're gonna walk inside Shelter 5 and meet some dogs.
It's a bit noisy. Let's see, there's a lot. How many dogs in this one?
Probably like 30, probably about 35 dogs in here. And it's generally really loud when you first go in, and then once the dogs like get used to you, then it quiets down.
Let's have a look. Hello.
Come on. Come on.
Look at this. They're all like stranger danger alert.
See, already it's a little quieter than when we first
Yeah.
came in.
It just need a few minutes. Who's this one?
This is my buddy. His name is Sid.
Hello, Sid. Aren't you adorable?
Oh, this is Charcoal. Okay,
Charcoal.
he looks like Sid.
Do you have a favorite one?
You know, it's hard to say I have a favorite, but like in here, this guy Jan, I'll try to get him to come over later. He was found, he was a puppy on our feeding route, and he had been attacked by other dogs, and he was so close to death. And he just grew up into this beautiful, handsome dog.
Yeah, it looks really healthy.
You know?
Jan.
Jan.
Jan. Jan. Scared of me.
Hey, white malt. White malt.
Look at that. Just wants a back scratch. Hello. You want attention too?
That dog, like, she wants attention, and she'll kind of like, she's not biting you. She's just like trying to taste you.
Just wants a bit of affection and attention. And who's this?
This is a white malt, and white malt, when we rescued her, she had these warts all in her mouth. They were bleeding. It was insane. She couldn't eat. She had these growths all in between her toes, and she was in really bad shape. They actually took a biopsy of the warts, some type of like papilloma virus, and created a vaccine for her specific condition and gave it to her. Then we also had to do some surgical removal of the warts, but she's really cute, you know.
Made a full recovery.
Made a full recovery.
Yeah. I see you got the peanut skank. What's this?
Oh, so if anybody wants a sign to remember their dog or just to say anything they want, it's a 6,000 baht donation.
Oh, okay. And you can put the signs up here like Ivy May, Ying Ho, the peanut skank.
Yeah, when we were expanding, we also have a construction team. We have 2 guys. Again, to save costs, it's better to just have your own team in place. And when we were expanding, it cost about 6,000 baht to buy and install a section of fence.
Yeah.
So we started selling the signs as a way to support that.
Is it?
So this is Phoi Tong.
Phoi Tong.
Phoi Tong. I think it's that candy, like the egg sweet. It's like a dessert.
Okay.
Phoi Tong.
The yellow one.
Yeah, yeah. And Phoi Tong is from a temple. By Google Maps, it's like 6 kilometers away. And he had this big wound the size of my fist, on a hole the size of my fist on his backside, full of maggots. And he was at our clinic. We treated him. He was here about 6 weeks until he recovered, and we brought him back to the temple. And 2 days later, he showed up at our clinic. So he walked 6 kilometers from the temple to be with us because he loves it here. And you know what there's so many different dog gangs along the way. So for him to navigate that, to get here without getting in 50 fights is phenomenal.
Incredible story. I shouldn't have wore these pants. They like to jump. They're so friendly. Look, you can see none of them are biting. They all just want to play. They're all friendly. Okay, here's where it stands. It costs 60,000 baht to keep this place running every single day. Michael, Chris, and the team are doing more and more each day. More staff, more things to do, more dogs, and more facilities.
If this video got to you, and I really hope it did, the donation link is right there in the description, and it goes directly to TMTRD, the man that rescues dogs. We're talking food, medication, wheelchairs, staff. That's what your money becomes.
If you cannot donate money, you can donate your time here, or as I say, follow our pages and share.
Yeah, exactly. Share the video, like, comment, share the story with a friend, or if you can, donate, even if it's a little bit or a lot, anything is appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah.
A big thank you to Michael, Chris, and all the team for showing me around today. And if you want to see more stories just like this one, make sure you subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hopefully people watching this video can help out too.
That we hope that.
Please.
That's the goal.
Yes.